Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. Can you walk us through what changed from Monday to Tuesday when it comes to the eviction ban? On Monday, Gene Sperling stood here and said the CDC has been unable to find the legal authority for even new targeted eviction moratoriums. There are many people across the administration who said the same thing, and yet the CDC did just that yesterday. So what changed?
Well, I think it's important to take a step back a little bit before that to Sunday when we were engaged, the administration, the White House was engaged directly with the CDC at the direction of the president to ask them to look into what legal options, if any, existed there were to extend the eviction moratorium. That process was underway for a couple of days. The announcement yesterday was a reflection of exactly that. And when we put out a statement on Monday, right before Gene Sperling came out to the briefing, right before we came out to talk with all of you, that also made clear in there that at that time, they had not yet found a legal pathway forward. What was announced yesterday was not an extension of the existing moratorium, which was, of course, national. It was a more limited moratorium that was going to be impacting and helping areas that were hardest hit by COVID. So different than the last moratorium. That was also reflected in the statement that we issued on Monday, that was the president's ask to look into a more limited moratorium. They did that. And yesterday's announcement was a reflection of that process.
What's your message to progressives who say they're worried that President Biden's concerns about the constitutionality of this move will end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy and motivate opponents to go ahead and file suit now?
Well, I would first say the president shares their desire, their commitment, and their interest in keeping renters and people in their homes. And that is exactly why he took the step of asking the CDC to look into what legal pathways forward there were. And yesterday's announcement was a reflection of that. We don't control the courts. We don't know what they will do. We are all aware of the Supreme Court decision at the end of June and what was outlined in their decision at the end of June. This is also going to be a temporary solution regardless, and longer-term solution will require legislative action. But his message to anyone who's been a passionate advocate is that he shares their concern. He shares their commitment. He wants renters to be able to stay in their home, and that's why we took this step over the last few days.
And on one other topic, if you don't mind,